I want to welcome you to this afternoon sitting. You're most welcome.
On Tuesday, 14th November 2023, Parliament passed the Petroleum Supply Amendment Bill 2023.
Its main objective is to give mandate to the Uganda National Oil Company to be the supplier of the products to the oil marketing companies.
The committee noted that inability to purchase directly from the refineries leads to an extra markup on Uganda's fuel from Kenyan companies, insecurity in supply for petroleum products, and inability to directly negotiate for petroleum prices with the refiners, which inevitably contributes to high and unpredictable pump prices. The committee noted that the bill proposes to cure this by making UNOC the sole importer and supplier of all petroleum products destined for the Ugandan market to the licensed oil marketing companies, and thus remove middlemen and their attendant cost and surcharge implications.
The committee noted that handpicking of Victor Bahrain EC and creation of a monopoly for it to supply UNOC was not justified. The committee also noted that past experience of monopolies, including Umeme, the Enrico Agreement, the Iron Ore Agreement, and the statutory instrument that was issued, the Dura Cement Agreement, have cost the country money and set a bad precedence for monopolies in Uganda. Thus, the committee's decision against creation of monopoly for the petroleum sector.
The Uganda National Oil Company, for me, it is not right for us to use middlemen in Kenya to feed us when we could empower our own, our child. We are a government, we are a people. There is nothing better than empowering our own institutions. We are always crying here about strengthening institutions.
Honorable members, I put a question that the Petroleum Supply Amendment Bill 2023 be read a third time and do pass. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Petroleum Supply Amendment Act 2023.
The bill is passed and title settled.
During the sitting, legislators stayed presentation of the Constitution Amendment Bill while putting government to task on what they termed as piecemeal amendments to the Constitution.
Item 3.2, the Constitution Amendment Bill 2023.
Yes, procedure matter.
I have previously sought leave to amend the Constitution. The first Constitution amendment. I brought a motion here, and you referred it to the Minister for Constitutional Affairs. The Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs indicated to this House that they are going to have a Constitutional Review Commission, and for that reason we cannot amend the Constitution piecemeal.
Can we hear from Attorney General? What is the urgency that requires a piecemeal constitutional amendment?
The rest of the comprehensive amendments that we have all been studying as a country, those proposed by law reform and those that we shall pick from the field, can be dealt with at once in one comprehensive move, because some of them may require a referenda.
We need a comprehensive amendment. And now that government thinks this is the particular article that must be amended, and the others also have interest in amending certain provisions, I think the only time we can have government to introduce these amendments is now.
In the sitting, a private member's bill, the Alcoholic Drinks Control Bill 2023, was presented for its first reading to Parliament.
Minister of Finance denied to give a certificate of financial implication, and subsequently we have had to invoke Section 76(4) of the Public Finance Management Act 215 for the bill to be brought on to be read for the first time. And based on that, because the bill has spent 60 days, the bill is ready for reading.
On the 8th day of November 2022, this House granted me leave to introduce a private member's bill entitled the Alcoholic Drinks Control Bill. Right Honorable Speaker, I have had members saying that we are stopping people, we want to stop people from consuming alcohol. I want to let you know that the object of this bill is to regulate the manufacture, sale, and consumption of alcoholic drinks, prohibit the sale of supplying alcoholic drinks to children, and other related matters.
The Speaker, Anita Amongi, commended the equipment of Mulago Hospital's intensive care unit and urged members of parliament to support the national health system with increased budgetary allocations.
Mulago has the best equipment in the country. The problem we have with Mulago is the human resource. And as we go into budgeting process, I want us to support the National Referral Hospital by providing them with money for human resource.
We have 2 theaters that were built purposely for organ transplant and 3 ICUs specially for that purpose. But the problem with Mulago Hospital, Right Honorable, is water. As I have mentioned earlier, the water comes in the night, and by 10 in the morning there's no water. There are issues to do with the sewage. The air conditioning is not working. And of the 6 lifts, only 5 and only 1 is working. So the hospital, we need 25 billion shillings to be able to put it to the National Referral Hospital status. And I hope we can get that during the budgeting cycle.
On Wednesday, 15th November 2023, Parliament passed the Explosives Bill 2023 that will impose a fine of 10 billion shillings on any individual who possesses, deals in, uses or sells explosives without a license.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, the bill seeks to ensure more effective and improved regulation of the manufacture, storage, safe transportation, import and export, and use of explosives in Uganda, and also to ensure that we promote safety and security regarding explosives in this country.
Explosives are susceptible materials easily ignited by small heat, impact, friction, and electrostatic stimuli. Ministry of Defense and Veterans Affairs further informed the committee that these commercial explosives are used extensively in construction, mining, petroleum exploration, and the attainment and entertainment industry. However, because of their intrinsic flammable and explosive nature, they have potential safety risks in production, transportation, storage, and use. Clause 28 is amended in subclause 3 by substituting for the words 50,000 currency points, the words 500,000 currency points. Justification is to make the provision more deterrent, since the possession, use, dealing, or sale of explosives without a license or permit has potential to endanger the public.
Put a question that the Explosive Bill 2023 be read the 3rd time and do pass. Those in favor say, and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Explosives Act 2023.
The bill is passed and the title settled.
Also in the sitting, the Speaker directed the Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Honourable Betty Amongi, to present a detailed report on land owned by persons with disabilities that is now at risk of being illegally taken over by investors.
We have our land for persons with disability in Reza, but we have received information that the Minister of Gender is conniving with some mafias to sell that land. And we would like, Right Honorable Speaker, to request the Minister of Gender to give a detailed report about the Reza land, which is going any time, and that is a serious issue.
There are 2 letters that we have access to. One letter is purportedly written by the President, directing the Minister of Gender to give 4 acres of that land to an investor by the name of Great Lakes Refinery, Gold Refinery.
Can we have a report on the issue of the land on Tuesday on this floor?
Okay, Right Honourable Speaker, I think both the Minister of Land, who is in charge of the distribution under Uganda Land Commission, and the Minister of Gender,
Yes,
maybe they will give us a better portion.
On Thursday, 16th November 2023, the Committee on Science, Technology and Innovation called on government to present laws regulating genetically modified organisms to provide for the ongoing research on gene drive in the country.
Uganda does not have laws on GMOs, despite the fact that the country is carrying out research on GMOs. This means that the country cannot ably regulate the GMO development, importation, distribution, and consumption within the country. Given the porous borders that Uganda shares with the neighboring countries, this puts Ugandans at risk of having GMO products distributed in the country. The committee recommends that government should expedite the process of enacting the law on biodiversity, biosafety to regulate its development, importation, distribution, labeling, and consumption.
I am adjourning the House to Tuesday at 2.